Hi, I'm Eric the Red.
I'm Rickshaw Tom.
And today, yet again, there's another purple drink.
Purple, purple, purple!
What's your cup of tea, mate? What's your cup of tea, mate? Go there. Tea.
At least this time, while I'm driving, this time I know exactly where I'm going.
That's good.
I won't be interrupting to be like, what are we even? But today, we have a drink that was recently released to our local maple field, so you can probably find it at your local maple field, the Monster Ultraviolet.
And that's violet, not ultra-violent.
It can be both.
You can beat someone with it, give them some nice purple bruises.
I'm more thinking along the lines of how much better you'd fight if you had a buttload of caffeine in you that turns you into a monster, and then you get ultraviolet and you get the purple bruises.
So purple seems to be a trend right now, and that could either be a good thing or a bad thing.
There must have been a huge push in the Dimetap industry.
Maybe. All them kids in their robo-tripping.
Those are related?
Oh no, it's a different thing, but...
I am so confused. Let's move on.
But unlike the other purple beverages, this one actually has a story to tell.
Yeah, Monsters thing.
Yeah.
Read it to us.
Welcome to the 70s. A hazy purple funk all dressed up in a kaleidoscope of bell-bottoms, bandanas, and tie-dye. A time when psychedelic glam and heavy metal rock blasted from mega speakers at fairgrounds, stadiums, and garages. Can you dig it? Then take a good long pull of Monster Ultraviolet, crisp and refreshing with a sweet and tart pixie dust flavor, powered with our Monster Energy blend. Hop on this magic carpet for the ride.
Pixie dust? Pixie dust?
Something tells me this isn't going to be a great drink.
I don't know about that. What I'm really wondering is, what the fuck does ultraviolet have to do with the 70s?
I don't know.
For some reason, it's making me think Hendrix, but it's also making me think Prince and Purple Rain, but that was much later.
Yeah, Hendrix was late 60s, and Prince was up until last year.
Yeah, but he's still releasing albums, apparently.
No, they're still sitting on his music and not releasing it.
He's still about to release albums. I'm just confused. It feels that Monster's really reaching for these stories that they tell.
Yep, and, well, at least they have them instead of just saying, here's this purple-colored liquid. Drink it.
I do approve of that to a degree, but when they reach like this...
Fair enough.
When they reach like this, but it's not in the stories, it is in the drinking of the thing. Let us be of the drinking of the thing. 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
And this is one of the ultra drinks, so this is sugar-free. In case
Yes.
people are curious.
Which just means that it has one leg up on Rockstar, which, as you recall, we chastised them somewhat, despite their good flavor, about going halfway on the full sugar. I can't tell if you're giving me the cold one?
They're the same temperature, roundabouts.
One of these has been left in my car for several days. The other one has been in the refrigerator, as is meant to be.
So,
We chastised Rockstar because they had not only sugar, but a shitload of artificial sweetener as well. So we didn't know what to make of that and felt they were doing a half measure. But now we're going to see what Monster does with a full measure of their sugar-free edition purple drink.
purple. Can you shift and open a can at the same time?
No! However, I can drive straight, open a can, and shift at the same... I guess I can, then. As long as I'm going straight. Oh.
Well, it does smell purpley.
There's a very specific candy flavor.
Well, it did say sweet and tart in the description. And
I
that is
wonder
a
what that
purple-colored liquid.
means.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Well, purple when we're dead.
We'll be purple when we're dead. Speaking of dead, what the fuck am I about to drive through?
I don't know, but I think we have to go around.
Shit. Do I have to go?
Yep, that way.
Ah, shit.
Eek.
What was that a car that just drove straight into a house?
It looked like a head-on collision. There was 2 cars there.
I don't know, that intersection, it must have been a T-bone. Ugh, they should have been more caffeinated!
Caffeine, saving lives since...
Lack of caffeine, killing people since... Oy.
This is a weird, nondescript flavor.
No, it's not. It's Sweet Tarts. You nailed it. It's Sweet Tarts Smarties that is standard of several of the energy drinks, especially of the fruit variety.
But it's the version that they do that's like a soft chew. It's not the hard candy.
But we have our description. Have you done a guzzle of this yet, or have you just been doing sips?
I did a guzzle the first time.
When you sip, there's the sweetness and the tartness, it's just light and well balanced on the tip of the tongue, but you guzzle it, and then you get that heavy nastiness at the back of the throat. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, maybe you don't. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, there's some weird... It's not bitter, it's not sour, there's just this weird flavor right in the middle.
It's not umami. It doesn't taste like an oxtail soup.
It's salty.
Holy shit, you're right, it is salty. Sometimes there's a flavor that is just so confusing and you don't expect it, so you only know what it is when it's pointed out to you. This is a salty beverage.
It is. There's a lot of salt in here. It tastes like there's a lot of salt in here.
It's a sweet tarty. Sweet and salty.
It's like, yeah, I'm all about, salting some sweets because it balances and makes it fun.
Dude,
this is the right situation for this.
This is wrong. This is wrong.
Let's see. Well, salt is an ingredient on its own on here.
That explains it. It's like maybe they just looked at the flavor and were like, this needs something. What tastes good? Let's throw some salt.
This has 190 milligrams of salt in it.
That's salty.
That's 8% of your daily value of salt in this
Why
drink.
would you drink that?
Did they really have to cover something up so badly that they had to put that much salt in it?
Maybe they just really... Alright, imagine it without the salt, if you can. It
would be more tart.
Tart?
Which is, there'd be a little more bitterness and a little more tart. What they're advertising on the can.
Is that what they advertised? What did they say?
Sweet and tart pixie dust flavor.
So why are they trying to hide what they are advertising? We don't know. We don't.
This is a weird one, Monster. This is a weird one.
Gotta say, I'm not gonna go out of my way for this drink.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I give them a 10 for style points. I mean, look at that can.
It is a nice looking can.
Hey, yo!
Yeah.
I'll drink to that. If you name that musical that I've just referenced, I will send you a mystery beverage. And I'm saying that to everybody on YouTube. This is risky business. Maybe it'll go viral. Maybe somebody will post it to Reddit and say, hey, if you name the musical on this YouTube video, you'll get a free energy drink. Which I still need to order. But recently we've done the Rockstar Purple. What was the official name of that?
Killer Grape.
Killer Grape. That went for a specific flavor, and that nailed it. Maybe this is what an ultraviolet light tastes like.
That's why they're calling it ultraviolet, because it's black lights in the 70s. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense now.
But that's just basing the name. They're basing the story entirely off the name and not on the flavor. It's a stretch.
Along those lines, though, it makes me wonder if maybe the reason there's so much salt in here is to cover up. Maybe this glows under a black light. Maybe they put something in it so that it glows, like the liquid itself glows, which would be neat. But maybe that's why they had to put the salt in to cover up whatever it is to make it responsive. But that's a wild guess. We have no way of checking that right now.
Much like the story on the back of the monster, that is a stretch.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the purple energy drink, Rockstar, you have kicked Monster's ass at this one.
Yep.
Monster,
even Red Bull did better than this with their purple drink.
You have failed us in a Monster way.
Yeah.
You
got beat by Red Bull, Monster.
If a Red Bull had wings, would that technically be a monster? Now, scoring.
Yeah, it's not going to be very high.
It is not. It's not the worst out there. It's no Clamato. It's no Von Dutch. It's not a Big Lots energy drink yet. I'm going to go with a 4.
I was thinking 4 myself.
A relatively higher end of the low grade.
Because I can't give it a right down the middle because it's
on the bad side.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. It has a vaguely Dimetappy flavor. I don't think we've mentioned that yet. Do you not taste it, or?
No, I don't.
Not at all?
Once I identified the salt, that's really all I can taste.
It's like...
There's a little aroma of that, illusions of purple, but...
I just got the hints of the Dimetap. This is not my first time drinking this. Full disclosure. My other time drinking this, I'm going... This tastes like the stupid younger brother that nobody wants to play with of the Rockstar Purple Killer Grape. Like,
yep.
Got something happened, or there's something where people want to ask questions about what happened, but you just know that you shouldn't. It's just Monster. What happened? Did somebody hit the drink with a stick?
Show us on the drink where they touched you.
Did it fall down the stairs?
No need to be so salty.
Did the pointy corner of the dresser hit it in the right spot of the brain that gives it a bit of a limp and a speech impediment?
You suck.
Sorry, Monster. I know that lately you've tended to be higher on the price grade, but if you're looking for a grape drink, I've got to recommend the Rockstar Killer Grape over the Monster Ultraviolet.
And I have to recommend the Red Bull Grape over this. They're pulling up the end.
Let's just say either. If you're not sure if you want to try this or a mystery beverage, go with the mystery beverage.
Yep. Unless you got something like tequila you really need salt for.
Damn it, I put it into my house. And I'm driving. That's a double whammy of why I can't do a boost for the Caffeinated right now. Well, I think we've stressed how... That was weird. That last swig tasted extra grapey.
Maybe it's separated.
Maybe. But I think we've stressed how it's just a middle of the road on the bad side kind of a grape drink beverage with a candy-ish taste to it, but not necessarily in a good way, but in an overpoweringly salty way.
Yeah. It's
not great.
No, it's not great.
It's not great. No.
So,
no.
I mean, if you're curious, try it out, but make sure it's one of those, 2-for-4 deals so you have a backup drink.
Yeah. Well,
it's more a curiosity than anything else, I think.
What would an ultraviolet light taste like?
Yeah.
But 4, solid 4.
Solid 4.
Yep, unanimous. Clinky, drinky. It's our only caffeine source available right now.
Yep.
So, until next time,
I have been Eric the Red.
I am still Rickshaw Tom. And this is news for the Caffeinated.
Sleep when we're dead.
I don't know what to push. Crack Donalds? I mean, I could run over the neighborhood children and we could just eat their corpses. That's something people say, right? I think some people say that. I'm practicing my normal face. Yes. Well, for me. So breakfast after?
Yeah, I suppose.
I am hungry.
Caffeine is breakfast. Purple is a fruit.